Welcome. My name is Stephen Thompson, the founder of Altered Life Coaching, and today I'm going to be teaching you the top 6 things that you need to do to take a girl out on a date. Now, if you follow along with me throughout this entire thing, not only will you have the confidence in knowing that you're going to be setting yourself apart from all the other guys, but you're going to tenfold increase your chances of getting a second date because you won't be able to stop thinking about this one. So, why am I making this video? I'm making this video because I believe that the old dinner and a movie adage is BS. Dinner, I get it. Movie, you sit facing the same thing for 2 hours, probably some stupid movie. You guys don't talk, you don't connect, you don't get a feel for each other, and then afterwards it kind of just leaves you nowhere. Like you just wasted 2 hours to watch a movie with somebody that you don't even know. So I felt as though my dates were kind of boring. I felt as though I wasn't setting myself apart. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know how to do it. So what I did was set out to find the best way possible to do so, and that's what I have for you today. So let's dive in. Number 1, if you don't already know this person, right? If you met them on Tinder, Bumble, Facebook, you just walked up and cold open and got their number, XYZ. First thing you should do is have a 15 to 30 minute coffee or drink date. That's it. Coffee, drinks, 15, 30 minutes, somewhere in that time frame, and that's it. Here's why. Once you realize all of the other things that are involved in doing this date and the amount of time that this takes or that a date takes, you need to ensure that you're doing this for someone that you're actually going to enjoy having out there and that is actually someone that could be a valid option for you, or else you're just wasting your time and money. You should be so focused on your purpose, on your goals, on your body, your fitness, everything in your life, that you don't have time to waste 2-3 hours with a chick that you know it's not going to work with, or that you're not going to go out and have fun with. It's a waste of time, energy, money, XYZ. We're not here to waste stuff at Altered Life Coaching. So let them know, hey, let's get together for coffee, 15, 30 minutes, have some coffee, grab a drink, I don't know your lifestyle, and see if they are a good fit, and see if they are worth spending that much time and money on. And they should be doing the same thing to you too. So, number 1, coffee date. Tip number 2, set a definite date. What do I mean by a definite date? This is not a definite date. Hey, you maybe you want to get together Tuesday if you're free or something like that. What? That is the most wishy-washy thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I wouldn't take a business call with someone that said that. I wouldn't go on a date with someone that said that. No. You are the man. You are the masculine energy in this interaction. You set the definite date. You set the plan. You go for it, okay? So, something more like this. When are you usually free? Or, when are you free this week? Great. I'll see you Tuesday at 7. I'll pick you up Tuesday at 7. I'll meet you here at Tuesday at 7. Meet me here Tuesday at 7. Okay? Depending on their comfort level with you. Some girls are okay with you coming to pick them up. Some need a little more comfort before they'll give you their address. Totally fine. Totally fine. She'll be more than comfortable with you at the end of this day, okay? But you set a definite day and time and where you're going to meet. Okay? That is masculine. That's what men do. Okay? That's going to set you apart right then and there. The coffee date especially, that's going to set you apart as well. So, tip number 3. Plan it all. All of it. Me personally, I know I'm military, so I'm very much on time hacks. But you plan the day, where you're meeting, when you're meeting, the place you go to, when you leave that place, when you go to the next place, you plan all of it out. Don't leave it up to chance. Don't leave it up to her. Don't ask her what she wants to do or when she would like to kind of go over this way or go do that. No, you plan it all. Excuse me. When you get there, you're not like, oh, are you hungry? Would you maybe want to eat something first? Whatever. No. You plan it. You have it in place. She follows. You lead. She follows. That's how this works. Okay. That's how you set yourself apart. That's how you establish yourself as the masculine energy in this interaction so that she can drop down and be her feminine energy and be cute and giggly and funny and flirty and sweet and caring and all these things, all these feminine energy qualities and traits that you want. This is going to give her the okay to do so. All right. So tip number 4, go to 3 places. All right. You can go to 2, you can go to 4. My number's 3. All right. Here's why we go to 3 places. Us as men, we think logically and reasonably. Okay. So we go out with a girl one night, that's one date to us. Right? Pretty simple. Go out, have a good time, come back home, one day. Right? Women operate out of emotion, not out of logic and reason. So, taking her to 3 different places is 3 different emotional experiences that she gets to have. Okay? So, almost like she's gone on 3 dates with you at this point. Okay? So, and if you're fun like me, then the car ride from place to place to place should also be like a 4th emotional experience. I mean, if you ride with me in my truck, we're going to have fun. I don't care who you are or where we're going. So that's her. Why do we take them on 3 dates for ourselves? 3 different places for ourselves, pardon me. We go to 3 different places because we now get to see this person, this girl, in 3 different scenarios, 3 different sides of her, 3 different reactions to her, right? Case in point. First place I typically go and we get a drink somewhere or a slushie, a milkshake, you know, whatever your lifestyle is, whatever your budget is. I usually go somewhere that's kind of quiet. We can sit across from the table at each other, look at each other, and we can have a conversation, okay? Reason being is conversation and communication is everything to me. That is huge. So I look for someone that can also sit and have a conversation. We should be able to sit and have a conversation that's fun, lighthearted, that we both feel better about at any point in time, okay? The second place, you typically go and get food, okay? Why we typically go and get food? At this point, we're hungry, don't want her to get hungry. And 3, table manners are important to me as well. So I'm going to find out very quickly how your table manners are. And if they're not good, then we're probably not going to have another date or not even get to the 3rd place, right? Depending on how bad they are. Also, good reason to go out and eat is to see how people treat wait staff. So this is always a big precursor for me. How do they treat people that have to take care of them, that are kind of forced to take care of them, right? You know, servers mess up stuff. Sometimes servers are crappy. You know, you get everything in between. But most people who are who care about others and understand humans will still treat them with dignity and respect, even if none was earned or deserved, right? They'll still treat them with dignity and respect. I've had this happen before where they didn't. They were very rude and very mouthy to the server, knowing that it wasn't the server's fault. That was just the only person they could take it out on because they weren't going to take it out on me, obviously. And I ended the day right there. That was it for me because you're not going to do that. 3rd place. This is where I typically throw in something very fun, a fun activity, right? I'm a pretty competitive guy. I like to turn everything into a game, into a race. You know, that's just how I am. So I enjoy someone who has somewhat of a competitive edge to them too, that they can interact with me on this level, at least from time to time. You can go to, most bars have, you know, darts and that little like golf game, you know, pool, whatever else they have at bars now. So that's always a fun thing you can go do. You can have a drink while you're there. You can have water, doesn't matter, but you can go and play some games. Dave and Buster's, I don't know if you know what that is. It's it's like a chain. I know we only have one here. It's an adult Chuck E. Cheese is essentially what it is. And it serves alcohol, so it is as clean as a Chuck E. Cheese with drunk adults in it would be, if you could imagine that. But plenty of games, arcades, what have you. You know, whatever you want to do. I just tend to make the last thing really fun. You can do these in any order. It doesn't matter. I have done them in all orders. If it's a first date, typically the best way to do is to start with the conversation, go to the dinner, and then go to the fun thing. I've also started with dinner if it's going to be late, or if I'm hungry, it's time for me to eat. Started with dinner, fun thing, drinks. Started with dinner, drinks, fun thing, what have you. The key is to have 3 different emotional experiences and use that to your advantage, okay? So that you can see them in 3 different lights. Fair enough? Now, number 5, number 6 are actually don't do's, right? So sorry, dogs. So number 5, don't play get to know you. So when you get there, when you guys are talking, when you're having your time together, don't play get to know you. This is not an interview, okay? 90% of the time you guys are going to spend together in a long-term relationship is going to be just spending time together and hanging out, not playing get to know you. You should also only be doing, 20 to 30% of the talking and allowing her to do 70 to 80% of the talking, okay? This is your chance to show her that you understand women, you can communicate effectively with women, and you can get her to open up to you, and you can create that safe container for her to open up to you, right? And not be boring. Getting to know you questions are boring. They're the most boring thing I've ever done in my life. And at the end of the day, I mean, how much does it matter to you, right? I was going to say how much do you care, but how much does it matter to you? Does it matter which school she went to? Does it matter if she went to over here or this college? Where are you going to treat her any differently? Is that going to make you want to end the date? If it is, cool, ask it. I think that's a little pretentious, but to each his own. Have fun. Keep it lighthearted. Keep it playful. There doesn't need to be any serious conversations or any serious subjects brought up on a first date. You don't even know if you guys are going to vibe together, right? If you can even catch a vibe. So if you can't catch a vibe, what's the point in wasting your time playing get to know you in the first place? Okay? Number 6, don't set the next date right away. Okay? Don't set the next date right away. Why? Most guys, when they get to the end of the day, especially if they've had a good time, she says something along the lines of, oh, I had a good time, thank you so much. You're like, oh my God, I had a great time too. When can we do this again? Where are you free next Tuesday? What's your schedule look like next week? What are you doing tomorrow? Blah, 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 right? It sounds weak, needy, emotional, right? Sounds like one-itis, meaning that's the only girl that you have to take on a date, right? And you're afraid you can't get another girl to go on a date with you, right? And you're just throwing yourself in her face. Okay, and that's the last thing that you ever want to do. Here's why. Without setting the next date. Hey, I had a great time with you. Hey, I had a good time too. Thanks so much for coming along, right? That's it. You guys end up going inside, doing adult stuff, whatever. No need to set the next date right away. Let the anticipation build, okay? Let the anticipation build. Is he going to call me? Is he going to text me? Did he have a good time too? Was he just saying that? Does he want to take me on another date? That's going to get her hamster wheel spinning, right? That's going to get her to think about you organically on her own, right? And that's what's going to create more attraction. You staying in front of her face, she doesn't need to think about you because you won't get out of her face in the first place. You won't stop blowing up her phone, and now you're becoming an annoyance, and she just loses all attraction for you. That is what 99% of all the other guys do. And if you do that, you're going to be put right into that pool with them. So you're the guy that doesn't set the next definite date, right? We're the guys that allow that anticipation to build, right? And allow her to think about us organically, okay? And take some time to process. Like I said, to us, we went on one date. We're very quick. We're men. We're very quick. We're very visual. We like the way she laughs. We like the way she looks. She was cool to hang around with. We're down, right? She needs time to process that. Also, to her, you guys just went on 3 different dates, right? She definitely needs time to process. So, give her that time, give her that space. Don't get one-nightitis. Don't get this scarcity mindset of that you can't go on another date, you won't be able to ever find another girl to go on a date with you like that. All of that stuff. Drop it, okay? So, got 2 bonus tips for you today. If you made it this far, congratulations. You've dealt with me this long, you get 2 bonus tips. First one, keep it a mystery. Women love mystery, okay? So this plays into don't set the next date right away. The mystery of, did he really have a good time? Is he going to call me again? Does he want to go on a second date? What did he really think about it? Blah, 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 right? That's all a mystery to her now. If you're in her face, blowing up her phone, trying to lock her down for another date again, already when you haven't even ended the first one, there's no mystery. You've taken your cards and go, here you go. Here's all of my cards. Boom, right? That's boring. That is boring and is what every other man does. We don't do that here. So we stay mysterious, okay? This plays in number 5. Don't play get to know you, okay? There's a difference between, oh, where'd you grow up? Oh, I grew up in, Farmville, Illinois, off of 4th Street. Oh, okay, cool. Boring, right? Not mysterious, not anything. Like, that's an interview question. Oh, where'd you grow up? I grew up in the tiniest little town of like 2,000 people, and my house was surrounded by cornfields. Did you have the same experience? Right? She doesn't know exactly where you grew up. She doesn't know exactly what town, what street, whatever else. But now she's learned a little bit about you, right? And probably more fun about you than where you actually grew up. Does that make sense? So, keep it a mystery. Keep it a mystery also goes to planning the date, setting the date, all of this. When I plan a date, set and plan a date, every time I've ever done it, every time I've ever done it, whether it's with a first date, a second date, a 15th date, a long-term relationship date, doesn't matter. Every time I get asked the question, where are we going and what are we doing? I say that's for me to know and you to find out. You have to come along to figure it out. Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be much of a surprise now, would it? Right? XYZ, doesn't matter. I don't tell them. I don't tell girls where we're going, what we're doing. What I will tell them, though, this is a pro tip, tell them an idea of what to wear, all right? Dress fancy. If you're going to nice places, hey, dress nice, right? If you're going to take a walk, right, out in the park or what have you, hey, make sure you bring some walking shoes. Make sure you bring something comfortable. If you're going to be outside and it's cold like it is right now, hey, make sure you bring something really warm and be outside for a little bit, right? Help them out when it comes to dressing. It's going to show that you understand women a little bit more, and it's going to help ease their mind a little bit more, but you're still being mysterious and they still have no idea where we're going, right? The next bonus is men are a man of their word. Be a man of your word. Be on time. Where you said you're going to be, right? Don't change stuff up last minute so that now she's not wearing the right thing and whatever else, right? Plan it. Be where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there. And then stick to your time hacks. So, perfect example is first place you're at, you're getting drinks, right? You guys having great conversation, you're having a good time, whatever else. You've only allotted 30 minutes to be there. It's coming up on 25 minutes, 28 minutes, whatever it is. Check. In the middle of the conversation. Like, it doesn't have to die and lull out for you to ask for the check. When your time hack hits, and this is why you do this, when your time hack hits, you ask for that check and you roll, right? You shouldn't be leaving in a lull, because now you're leaving in a lower emotional stance than where you were before, right? If you guys are having a great time, great conversation, laughing, everything else, and you ask for the check, she's gonna be like, well, what? I don't want this to be over, right? I don't want this to end. What? Why is he asking for the check, right? This also plays into being mysterious just a little bit. Hey, I'm having a great time here, but we got to get to the next place. Like, we're on a schedule, right? Go get to the next place. Oh, the next place. Where are we going to the next place? What's next? Blah, blah, blah. All right. We'll see when we get there, I guess. Get there when you're supposed to get there, right? So if you make some reservations, which is a pretty smart thing to do, because you're a man and we plan ahead. Make reservations, you'll be on time for your reservations, right? No matter what you're doing, your night is still going to plan out the same, okay? So, step number 2, keep your word, right? Or bonus tip number 2, keep your word. Stick to your time hacks, stick to your schedule, stick to what you say, do what you say, all right? That's all I have for you guys today. I feel as though keeping these 6 steps and the 2 bonuses in mind, your dates are going to be radically different. You can do this with a girl you've not met yet. You can do this with a girl you've currently dated and not taken out on what I would call a good date like this, a proper date. You can do this with a long-term girlfriend. You can do this with a wife, all right? You can start doing this at any point in time. Don't think that you've messed up this far. Just do it. Next date, definite. set it, plan it, do it, stick to it, be mysterious, have a good time, and I guarantee you that they're going to appreciate it and you're going to stand out amongst all of the other men. So if you found what I've said today to be helpful, please drop me a like and a subscribe. If you would like to share different date ideas and also just share different opinions, thoughts, feelings, theories, what have you, join our free Facebook community down below, Altered Life Coach, Altered Life Community. If you'd like a chance to work with me one-on-one and personally, there's also a link below where you can book a call and see if you're a good fit for us. So, you guys have a great evening. I'll see you next time.